across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. On the Browns sideline, you see Todd Monken, their head coach. His team, one of the great stories in the first month, 4-0 to begin this season. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need.
To kick off for Cleveland.
Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from East Rutherford. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. Out come the Jets on offense and their quarterback, Cade Klubnik, the fourth-round pick out of Clemson.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, this thing's within one score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third
down and 3. Out of the gun. Here is Klubnik. Tim Patrick was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down. On is McNamara now to punt it away. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Fake to Judkins. Now Sanders to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Up to the line, got some work to do now. It is second and long. From the gun, it's Shador. Forced out wide. That's to the first-round pick, KC Concepcion. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. On the give, it's Judkins. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Jamie Sherwood on the tackle. Pick up of 10, but it brings up fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cleveland.
Again, it's Judkins. Past midfield to the 45. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
To kick off for Cleveland.
Now, following the touchdown, Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
32-yard line.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. He'll try to throw for it with Sanders. He'll try to run for it. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
I like the call to keep the offense on the line. From this distance, a field goal is no sure thing, and that's a great job by the quarterback, recognizing the situation. Nobody's open. Take off, become a runner, extend the drive, pick up the first down.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They're looking at a second down and 9 to go. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. To throw is Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Schmidt's kick is good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. So week 5 already of this NFL season will continue tonight in Atlanta as the Falcons will take on the Baltimore Ravens, the rare visit. Malik Collins in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
At the 13-yard line.
Klubnik to throw here on second down. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And good work defensively. They'll stop this one after a gain of 5, and it will be 4th and long. Here's Austin McNamara now as he's on to punt for the Jets. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. To the right side, it's Judkins. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's complete, and it's the rookie, Denzel Boston. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And it's 3rd down.
Sanders on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Fanning. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll give it here to Judkins. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the Jets' 20-yard line.
They run it once more with Judkins. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
Judkins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Here is Schmidt now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Browns move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Uh-oh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here is Klubnik on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Klubnik. Boy, they nearly got him again. Does manage to get rid of this one before taking another sack. 3rd and long. They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Klubnik. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's Austin McNamara now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This returnable from inside is on 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
7-yard line.
The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Third down. And 9 yards to go.
Here's Sanders to throw. Out to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
Pick up with 2 yards. And the Browns
Out of the gun,
first down.
it's Sanders. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now timeout signal 4, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Makes the score Browns 24, Jets nothing. Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now, and it begins in London at fabled Wembley Stadium. The Eagles taking on the Jags. And this is Devontae Smith. They'll get it out to him left side, and then he'll take it the rest of the way. He'll wind up going 60 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. Next up, let's look in on the Giants and Commanders from the nation's capital. And it's Tyrone Tracy. He's going to run behind his pads and power it in 8 yards for the touchdown. The Giants up by 6, 16-10 your halftime score. Lastly, our editors have made the call. Who's our impact player from Week 5? Well, it's this man. And this is Baker Mayfield. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Buccaneers with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't, following their victory here. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run, and here comes Judkins. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Momentum building here on this drive. They go again, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Judkins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Now, Sanders. Quick slant to Concepcion. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Sanders. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run with Judkins. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's 4th and goal.
Schmidt on for the Browns field goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up
3rd and 10. Here's Klubnik. That's caught left side by Cooper. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Well, I mean, we see it every week. There is a conscious push to protect quarterbacks, Mike. I get it. They are the face. They are the stars of the league, and sometimes it can go a little bit too far, but this felt like the right call. It was close, but that's a late hit, and it's going to draw a flag near every time.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
12 more yards.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
Now,
line.
Klubnik. Oh, no! Chance to get rid of that under the heavy rush. He doesn't and goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun is Klubnik. He'll try and get there on the ground. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the 1st down mark.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Jets will cut into that lead. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
Sanders,
2nd and long coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Sanders will throw it. To the left side, it is caught by Bannock. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Browns. 38 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. Trying to keep this unbeaten run to start the season intact. Pick up there goes a long way with this new set of downs. On the ground, Judkins. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. A run with Judkins. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Browns. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On second down, it's Klubnik. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here is Klubnik. Oh, that one just getting worse and worse until they finally bring him down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here's Judkins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Judkins. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Cleveland. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Schmidt is good on the extra point. And the Browns add on to their already sizable lead.
Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10.
So the Jets make their way back out, and why don't we take a look at what they've got upcoming on the schedule. So 1st and 10 now, they'll start from the 22. They put Wilson in motion. On 1st and 10, it is Klubnik. This one caught by Patrick. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Klubnik now from the gun. He takes off. And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the 1st down.
It's a gain of 3.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
And 2.
So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say